sitting in a parking lot because if I leave now, I'm going to be super early to my next patient, and I don't want to be super early. So it's Sunday, and guess I should have my intentions. I finished my audiobook, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. And I have some thoughts. Basically, I just sum them up as I don't see what makes this book so special. And I know, I understand, literary writing and all this stuff, but I don't know if it's the translation. Maybe I don't find very literary. Maybe it's the character, but I mean, she's just eccentric for the sake of being eccentric, I felt. The plot was a little weird, but I've read plenty of books that are weird that wouldn't be considered up for awards. What I guess I'm saying is this is like a 1.5, 2-star book if I was gonna rate it. I don't really rate it because those are issues, but yeah, that's my general feeling on Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. And another lesson learned, that I don't always get on with popular books. And I'm not saying that because, I'm special and I don't like them. I'd go out of my way to dislike these books, but I don't. I generally thought this would be up my alley and really interesting, but it wasn't. So I don't have another audiobook with me, and I don't know why I checked the time. It's going to take 30 minutes regardless of whether it's 7:24 or 7:30. It's going to take half an hour to get there. So I'm just listening to the radio, which I like doing because there's a lot of news on the radio. And they're really starting to stretch now. They're just come up with the stupidest stories that are, has to do with COVID-19, because there's nothing else going on in the world but this. So yeah, I got distracted there. I was supposed to talk about my intentions, not about what I read last week. Intentions for this week. I think I can finish. Forgot the name of the book. Bleeding Edge. You can tell where my brain is. It's not here, that's for sure. Bleeding Edge by Thomas Pynchon. Which I'm finding very readable. Very readable. And want to make some headway into King of Ease. And I want to finish Brothers Karamazov, but there's still 400 pages left, so more than 400. I'm not at the halfway point, so it's 500 pages left in this book. And I want to finish it before the end of May, because I have videos coming out on it in June that I have to prepare for. And I suffer from perfectionism, so I want it to be perfect. I don't know if it's going to be perfect. Because it won't be perfect, because nothing's perfect, and I'll still beat myself up about it, but I want to do it. I want to get it out there to show that I can do it. And I don't really think there's any other intentions. Start a new audiobook, but I don't know what I'm going to listen to. I want something easy right now, but we'll see what the randomizer comes up with, and hopefully it's not Duck's Newburyport, because if this book was any indication, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead was any indication, I might not like Duck's Newburyport. We'll find out. And that's a long audiobook. And that's my problem too right now. I'm rambling, sorry. Is that I'm finding these longer books are making me feel less accomplished. Because I'm pinning that number again on books. I'm tracking my reading again. And I'm just I've only read, 3 books in April. Yeah, but one of them was 1,200 pages. That's 3 or 4 books in one. So I should be more enthused about that. And that's still a pressure. I'm sure other people feel it, and I'm sure there'll be comments saying, "Oh no, don't feel pressured" and all this stuff. But you gotta feel pressured. Just be honest with yourself. You feel it too, that you're not reading enough. And I know it also comes down to me not reading enough. These weekends, where I work, and Thursdays where I work, I only have like 3 or 4 hours off in the afternoon, and I don't want to have to keep checking the clock while I'm reading, because then that's really distracting. You can't get into the book, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I have next weekend off. I have Tuesday off. I have plans for next weekend, but maybe I'll put an audiobook on while I work on that. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some of what I'm doing. And I've got to go because I've been talking long enough for an intentions, and I gotta head up to work. It's the middle of May 11th. Ugh.
And the lady doctor would then take a stick, like an ice cream spoon, and very, very gently part the strands of the pupil's hair to look through it and find if it were inhabited. She would look at their clothes too and see how often they'd been washed and if they were hand-me-downs or new. And she would hold a square of cardboard in front of the dirty.
So it's Monday, and I got my new audiobook. It's Owls Do Cry by Janet Frame. It's a New Zealand classic, published in 1957. I looked up just the description on Goodreads, and it's Janet Frame was wrongfully institutionalized in the 40s and 50s for having schizophrenia, but she managed to escape the treatment at that time, which would have been a lobotomy. And she went on to write this book, and it's apparently about a mental institution in the 1950s and such in New Zealand. So it's really interesting. It's very poetic in parts. The part I just showed you is just prose, but not a lot of it. I'm only on chapter 3, so I can't really speak for it, but there's some poetry in there as well, which is very interesting. So yeah, it's May 11th, and we're in the middle of a snowstorm, and the snow's sticking, not to the pavement, thankfully, but to the grass and to the trees and everything. So that's fun.
Toby picked up his money, stored it in the silver cocoa tin that he kept on the mantelpiece, glanced with challenge and triumph at his father, who had taken from the other end of the mantelpiece his own silver pipe tobacco tin, where he kept the threepenny bits he saved. Toby yawned. "It's hot in here." "It's the stove, Toby. Wait, I'll open the window." "Okay, Mum. I'll shave, I think." He went to the bedroom and plugged in his electric shaver. The sound of it, the itching whir carried to the kitchen, where Bob Withers sat, mourning now, over his handful of threepenny bits, and wishing and wishing.
So, it's Saturday, and I have some packages, and lots of boxes have come in the past few days, because I'm going to redo this side of my room, so I just thought I'd do it before. I've had this desk for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if I had it for 10 years. It's just a piece of pine board on top of these plastic drawer things. And to be honest, it's too low. So like my legs can't fit under there with the desk, with the chair, and I sit hunched over, so it's not really good for my back. And as I'm in my 30s now, I need something more appropriate. So that big package back there is a desk. And then I have this dresser, which as you can see doesn't close, and all this stuff on top. Not the hats, they're fine, but all this stuff on top. And the dresser's been annoying me because it's, different knobs, it's really old and scuffed, and so I got this wardrobe system in this box, which is like a closet organizer, but I'm gonna stick it here. So I gotta move all this stuff, find places for it. And then I have these clothes over here too, shirts, that will hopefully fit into that spot. Yeah, so this is the before. This is the current state. I was the only one able to sleep on the bed last night of everything. Yeah, but things are built. I can't get back far enough to show you this yet. Wardrobe system. Desk is back there. Also getting clothes organized. Got this done. Yeah, and then we got to rearrange all this and do lots of more stuff today. So I finished. This is now my new desk area. Actually is my old desk as a shelf there. Excuse the mess, that's my laptop, so I'm going to be transferring some files there. Yeah, and then I got this little drawer thing for, like, I don't know, like hygiene stuff, I guess you can call it. It's like makeup and hair stuff and smelly stuff and deodorants and perfumes and moisturizers. And this is my new wardrobe system. Those are my most commonly worn slippers. I got these ones on because it's cold. And those are my summer shoes that I wear the most often, so that's why they're out. Here's my wardrobe. That's work clothes for tomorrow. Oh, he was supposed to be leaning so he can see. My hats are back up. I ran out of hangers, so that's just kind of hanging there for now, but I'm very happy with it. A new hamper, some shoes and slippers in there. Yeah. That's what I spent all weekend doing. So it's actually Tuesday. I didn't get much reading done this past week. So yeah, I don't think there's much to wrap up. I'm really, really, really enjoying Owls Do Cry. So much so that I've actually ordered the physical book. It probably won't be here until June or July because I ordered it from the UK, I believe it's coming from. I ordered it on Abe Books because it was cheap there. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'm hoping this week is better. I've already read quite a bit. I'm hoping to actually finish things so it's not me talking about the exact same books every week. Yeah, so hope you have a good week.